Alright guys, it's No Dramas here. Today I want to talk about the top 5 champions to carry every role in low elo. Now carrying in low elo games is a bit different to higher elo games because people make different mistakes and people make more mistakes. They can be punished easily with a certain type of champion or certain types of champions. So getting right into it, the first champion on my list is Tryndamere in the top lane. Now why is Tryndamere strong? Well, first off, he's easy to play. That's a really big thing in low elo. He's easy to play, you just auto attack, get loads of crit, beat your lane up. The second point is, split pushing on him is very effective. And split pushing itself is really strong in low elo because people just don't know how to deal with it. Now the last point I want to make about Tryndamere is that he is a monster in the late game. Once you get 4 or 5 items, you're going to absolutely slay anyone who tries to split push against you. Or if you get into a team fight, you're going to kill 2 or 3 people before your ult goes down usually. Now if you want to play Tryndamere, I'll put up some runes and masteries on the page now. And a suggested build you should go. Obviously you don't have to follow that build rigidly, but it's just like a guide for you to follow a little bit. Okay, so moving on, and the next role I want to focus on is a jungle. Now the best champion I think to carry low elo in the jungle is Udyr. The reason for this is that he has really safe, easy clears. You'll be really high health after you finish your camps, so that is not a problem at all. The next one, again, like Tryndamere, he is a split pusher. Once you get a few items on him, you can split push all day. I mean, you've all seen Trick 2G, take down the gates, you know what I mean. He becomes a late game monster, he can split push against anyone. And also, his ganks are really simple to execute. Some champions, if they have more complex kits, you may be going up to a gank and asking yourself, well, like, what should I do in this gank? With Udyr, really all you could do is E in, run in there, and slap him in your bear stance and stun them. So he has really simple ganks, and that's actually a benefit in low elo. Now I'll put his runes and masteries and his build on the thing now. You can just pause the video if you want to have a look at it. Okay, so moving on to the mid lane. For this I chose Vega. Now this is probably the hardest choice out of all of the roles because there are so many different mages and mid champions you can pick. Now, but the reason I chose Vega is because I think in low elo specifically, he's very powerful. The reason for this is, at low elo, in lane, you don't get punished too hard by the jungler or by your laner. So you can stack your Q without being punished too much and get loads and loads of stacks in your Q. And that's really big thing. That means you're going to become a late game monster really fast. And also, you just have a really overpowered ultimate that people just don't know how to deal with. So overall, I think Vega is a really strong pick in low elo. I'll put up now the runes and masteries and the build. So if you want to pick him, that's what you got to take. You can pause the video or whatever if you want to have a look at it for longer. But I'll be moving on now. So now we come to the AD carry role. Now this is a difficult pick for me, not because I know what the easiest AD carry is, but because I think ADC and support in general are the worst roles to carry in low elo. And the reason for that is because every single game you have to rely on another teammate to be able to carry your games. If you're playing AD carry and your support is just total garbage, they're like feeding the enemy team, running into them, there's going to be nothing realistically you could do to stop that. But that being said, the best AD carry I think to carry with in low elo is Ashe. Now the reason for this is that in lane, she's easy to farm with and poke with a W, so you can do a lot of the sort of poking and trading yourself from range. And once you hit level 6, your ultimate is amazing. So you'll be useful no matter what, even if you go behind in lane, even if you have a bad support and you can't do anything in lane. Once you're at level 6, you have a really good ultimate. So when you group with your team, you'll be so useful no matter what happens. And also Ashe has really pretty simple mechanics. Just auto attack W, auto attack Q, and there's nothing else to it. And just try and dodge skill shots as best you can. So that's really all there is to her, and I think she's the best AD carry for carrying in low elo. Now again, if you want to play Ashe, I'll put the runes, masteries and the build up on screen now. You can just pause it if you want to have a look, but I'll be moving on now to support. So this one took a bit of thought, because honestly it is really hard to carry from the support role, but it's not impossible. I think the best champion to carry with in low elo is Blitzcrank. As long as you play a few normal games with this guy, practice your hooks, you should be able to get a kill in lane most of the time if you take Ignite, and that's really big. You'll be able to get your AD carry ahead most games, and basically you want to run around the map hooking everyone, hooking as many people as you can, getting those free easy kills, because in low elo people are out of position a lot of the time, and Blitzcrank can punish that harder than almost any other champion in the game, especially in the support role. So definitely go for Blitzcrank if you want to carry from the support role. If you're playing Janna, Soraka in low elo, it's going to be a bit hard because usually you have to rely on an ADC to do well to play those kind of picks. But anyway, that being said, if you want to play Blitzcrank, here's the runes, here's the masteries, here's the build guide. Again, pause the video if you want to have a look. Alright, so that was my take, guys, of the best champions to carry with in low elo. Obviously this is an opinionated video, this is my opinion of the best champions. Different champions work for different people. I'm not saying you have to play these champions or that they're going to be the best for you, but they're, I think, a pretty strong set of champions. If you played all those champions and all those roles, I reckon you'd have a good chance of escaping low elo. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave me a comment what champions you think you're best at carrying with, and hopefully I'll see you for another video.